Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This fielded at the 2. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. The strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 180. Screen. Check 59. Check. Fresno.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now the 5th-year man from South Dakota State. This is Zach Zenner. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he goes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 26, check 26. Showing up.
Working from the gun. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and left side here, it's Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
319. 26.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, check. 3 down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Lions' 1st down.
Hey, 180. 32.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Plus 58. Watch the slip. 26. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Set. Blue 60. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hurry.
On first down, Anderson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jones. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Like 7. SOS.
Zenner a 1st down carry, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Let's get it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
318, go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This will be taken very... Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Toss play. This is Anderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And middle. Double up. He's coming, double up. Rush in. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Stop your whining. Check.
To throw is Stafford. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Under 10. Hey. Watch twist.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
I'm coming after you. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Get 300. Get 300. I think you got it, son. Kill. Topper.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
11 yards there, 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch the run. Shoot. Shoot. Hey, take 26.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford now to throw. Caught. Safarian-Jenkins, right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Jones. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.